Hi there. This message is for all potential home buyers. Effective August 17th, all buyers currently looking to purchase any residential property must sign a buyer's representation agreement prior to walking into a property. So if someone asks, "Can you just show me the house?" Starting August 17th, no realtor will be able to unlock a door without you first signing the agreement. This is a non-negotiable, as it is part of a legally binding settlement for all realtors. If your next question is, wait, what do I have to sign? The agreement between you, as the buyer, and your realtor is called the Buyer's Representation Agreement. This document is the contract between you and that realtor, outlining the details of your relationship, roles, and responsibilities, and the realtor's compensation. The compensation commission outlined in this agreement is the maximum compensation your broker agent can receive out of the transaction. When they ask, buyers now have to pay commission? Well, yes, but actually maybe no. The buyer's representation agreement clearly states that the buyer is responsible for the commissions. However, there are various situations in which others, including the seller or the listing broker, may pay the commissions. Reach out to me if you have any questions about your specific scenario. So, next question, how did we get here? Historically, the seller paid the listing broker a commission, and the listing broker paid some of that to the buyer's broker. Unfortunately, many people, agents and consumers alike, took that to mean that the seller pays the buyer's agent, which is not accurate. This misunderstanding caused a class action lawsuit that resulted in a settlement that has become the driving force behind these changes. In reality, the listing broker subcontracted the buyer's broker to bring them a willing and able buyer in exchange for some sort of compensation, which was listed on the MLS. With the new NAR settlement going into effect, agents, brokers are unable to advertise any compensation offered to buyers, agents, and brokers via the MLS. This boils down to the reality that buyers' agents are not guaranteed any compensation like they were before. What if a potential buyer says, "I don't like my agent. Can I get out of the agreement?" The short and the long answers are the same. Yes. A couple of key things about the buyer's representation agreement. Number one, there is language in the buyer's representation agreement that allows for a buyer to cancel at any time. Number two, the buyer's representation agreement can be for no longer than 3 months. It can be shorter, though, if that makes sense in your situation, and it can be extended if necessary. Number three, the scope of the agreement can be as broad or as limited as you and your agent decide. Typically, I include properties within a defined boundary, generally counties, but it can be as limited as a single address or as wide as the whole state. Number four, if you can also limit it to a specific price points or property types. For example, you could have one agreement for residential properties and another for raw land. These agreements can be with the same agent or two different agents. So what does this all mean? Alignment and communication. Now more than ever, choosing a professional realtor is critical to successfully closing on your next property purchase. August 17th is approaching, and a lot of changes are happening behind the scenes. This new rule with a buyer's representation agreement is just one facet of the NAR settlement, which is rapidly changing the real estate industry nationwide. Be sure to talk to any potential agent about their knowledge of the new rules and process. If you have any questions about your situation, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.